I'd like to just share a few thoughts with you for just a moment. And as I think of what I want to tell you, I really don't know where to begin. I really don't know what to say. Because I could tell you about the single mother that I know who was a waitress at a restaurant on the swing shift with 2 children at home and horrible child care arrangements for the hours that she worked, who last May got her degree, 2-year associate's degree, and is now working in a medical office, running an ultrasound machine, 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, making 2.5 times as much. Who told me, Mr. Howard, the scholarship I got, it doesn't matter what it did for me, let me tell you what it did for my children. So I could start there, but you know, I really don't know where to start, because I could also start with the high school student that is at our honors college now. We have an honors college as part of Greenville Tech in our 2-year college transfer program. This is a high school senior that graduated and came to Greenville Tech, graduated at the top of his class. He could have gone anywhere, but because of personal circumstances, he needed to stay in Greenville County. And you can get an honors college education from top-notch professors at Greenville Technical College, do your first 2 years if that's what you need to do, and go on to a 4-year college. I could tell you about him, but I'm just torn about where to start, because I can tell you about the guy who lives on the edge of Greenville County, lives kind of far from the center city, lives far from the Barton campus, who at age 38, 11 years ago, decided, I've got a high school degree, and looked at what his career was, looked at what he was doing, and said to himself 11 years ago, I'm going to need more than this to work from now until retirement. I'm going to need more of a job than what I'm able to have, and started coming to Greenville Tech 11 years ago, drove from the edge of the county all the way into the center city, sometimes nights, sometimes weekends, sometimes 1 course in a semester, sometimes 2, finished his associate's degree at Greenville Tech, transferred over to Clemson, did his junior and senior year at Clemson, got an engineering degree at Clemson, and is now chief engineer at a large manufacturing company in southern Greenville County. How do I decide where to start? Because I've got 14,500 more stories like that from the college part of Greenville Technical College, from the curriculum part, from the part where we award the certificates and the degrees and the diplomas. I've got 14,500 more stories that I could tell you. Or I'm leaving out even the corporate and career development division, where I've got 23 more thousand stories that I could tell you. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to say, because I can tell you this. Each one of them has a common thread. They're all at Greenville Tech to work. They're all at Greenville Tech to get that degree. They want better lives. They want better jobs. There's nobody at Greenville Tech who's there for the fraternity parties and the football games. They want to get in and get out. They're not trying to figure out how to make their college career 5 years or older, 6 years long. They want to get in and get out. They're on a mission. They're the kind of people that you like to help. They have one other common thread, however, and that is a lot of them need financial help to get in and to stay in. And that's what we're doing tonight. It's why I'm so pleased that every dollar that we make tonight is going to go to a scholarship that we've chosen to name after one of my heroes, Max Heller. This endowed scholarship will be there as long as Greenville Technical College is there, and will help people in the corporate and career development division of our college get training for better jobs and better lives. Max Heller would have been so pleased, because he loved helping people, and he has dedicated the last half of his life to public service. I talked to Trudy about this. She said she wished she could be here tonight. She left today to go to New York City for tomorrow evening of the holiday Rosh Hashanah, and to be with her family. But she sends her best wishes, and was so moved that we chose to honor Max with this scholarship. Because this scholarship, I don't have the final numbers, but it will allow in perpetuity, as best I can figure, between 4 and 5 new scholarships a year for our corporate and career development division. And that is going to be so important. It's going to change those lives. It will change those people's lives. So, you know, it occurs to me that really, I don't need to begin with any of those 14,500 people that we have. I don't need to begin with any of the 23,000 people that are in the other division, and the corporate and career development division. Because they're already here. They're already at Greenville Tech. We've got them. We can take care of them. We can educate them. They've gotten their finances. They found us. We found them. I don't need to talk about them. What I need to talk about, and that's how I'm going to end, I need to talk to you about the people we don't have. I need to talk to you about the thousands of people in Greenville County who need better jobs, who need more training, who need us to get them that training, who are not at Greenville Tech. I saw in the Greenville News today, 30% of our population has a bachelor's degree. That number needs to be higher. It can happen at Greenville Tech. We could do the first 2 years. Bring them to Greenville Tech. They need Greenville Tech. Bring them to Greenville Tech. I could talk about the hundreds of high school students that graduate every single year that do not go on to college here in Greenville County, that could go on to college if they knew how affordable we were, if they knew they could do their first 2 years here, if they knew that they could come here and have excellent college instruction from outstanding professors. They could have small classes, individual attention, tutors, mentors. We've got all of that, but a lot of high school students don't know that, particularly if no one in your family has ever gone to college. You think, that's not for me, but we are for them. Bring them to Greenville Tech. Bring them to us. We can handle those people. And finally, think about the unemployed. I looked at the August of 2011 unemployment figures. There are 20,451 unemployed people in Greenville County. 20,451 constitute our 9.1% unemployment rate. And if you say, well, gee, a lot of them, maybe you're unemployable. Let's just say, let's take unemployment down to 4.5%. Let's cut it in half, because that's what it was before the recession, in the 4 to 4.5% range. These are not people that are unemployable. These are people that want jobs. These are people that want to work. They just don't have the training right now that matches up with the jobs that are available. Bring them to Greenville Tech. Bring those 10,000 people here. We could set a fire under this county that would be unmatched in the United States. We'd have every news network down here to say, what in the world are you all doing? We can handle it. Bring those people to Greenville Tech. All the technical colleges and community colleges in America have gotten together and are working on a public relations campaign. And they have started to call themselves, and I like to think about this too, we started to call ourselves Democracy's Colleges. And I love that. And that's true. Because I want to tell you something. The spectrum of students at Greenville Tech is broader than the spectrum of students of any college in the United States that you could show me. I'm telling you, it goes from this single mom to somebody trained to be a forklift operator. It goes to the graduate that we had that came here to Greenville Tech. We brought him back about 6 months ago. The graduate we had, the Greenville Tech graduate that went on and furthered his career and got became a Rhodes Scholar, studied at Oxford, the only graduate of any technical school in the state that became a Rhodes Scholar. We've got graduates that range from that Rhodes Scholar to a man that graduated last May that was living in the Salvation Army Center. He was homeless except for that, who came and got a scholarship, and now he can drive a forklift, and he's working, and he's not living at the Salvation Army anymore. And we're as proud of that forklift operator as we are of that Rhodes Scholar. We're equally proud of them, and that's what we can do to people. We are institutions of hope, and hope is what people need. We can show them the way. We can give them that training. We can give them the work, but we need your help. We need to bring them to Greenville Tech, but they don't all have the money. And that's why we started a scholarship campaign. Tonight's the beginning of it. We've started the Max Heller Scholarship for Corporate and Career Development. We're going to start some other scholarship funds. If you'd like to help us with this mission, if you'd like to help change people's lives for the better, if you'd like to help people get better jobs, see me, see any one of the Greenville Tech people here tonight. We'll talk to you about anything from $10 to $10 million. Just help us to bring them to Greenville Tech. And thank you very much.